All right, so AOC apparently wore a dress that said tax the rich. She wore this at a very fancy gala event called the Met Gala. It's kind of like a place where the rich and famous gather, and is like a $30,000 a ticket event. Um, for her, I heard it was actually donated. Like, she didn't pay for it. She didn't pay for the dress. So a lot of people are trying to accuse her of like being this like upper class snob type, when she didn't pay for any of it. And she was invited there, so she didn't have to pay the $30K. Just whatever. And it said, the back of her dress said "tax the rich," and it's kind of a nice, uh, middle finger to the wealthy establishment, saying, we're coming for your tax money. We're coming for you eventually. And in time, these progressive taxes will come into play. The wealthy have not been paying their taxes for decades. And the tide is turning on this. So it was a statement, and people from all sides were just losing their minds. Like obviously the communists and the socialists don't like AOC, because she's a social democrat. I guess social democrats are no different than liberals to communists and socialists, so they demonize her. Um, and like AOC and Bernie kind of misguided some people, I think, with their revolutionary language back, in the primary and the presidential runs. Like, they really did talk a revolution game in rhetoric, but it was really just to just kind of stoke the base and get people excited. These are reformist Democrats. AOC and Bernie Sanders are social democrats that work from within the system. And once again, if you're a revolutionary, if you're a socialist, a communist, an anarchist, or whatever, you're not going to agree with the politics of AOC. That's just so. I don't really care what they had to say, because I already know you don't agree with who she is. So it's like, of course you're going to have disdain for her. And then the right wingers always lose their minds. Like, but who really cares what they have to say about AOC? They're going to hate any woman. They're going to hate any person of color. They're going to hate anyone with a D next to their name. They don't have anything substantive to say. All they have is misogyny and sexism and just a litany of ad hom attacks. Once again, just worthless. You don't need to listen to them. There's nothing of value to hear coming from the right. There's no constructive critiques. It's just AOC bad, Bronx lady bad. Just losing their minds. But my take on the whole situation is it's fine. I know what AOC is. She's a social democrat working from within the system. She has a lot of political weight, a lot of political power, a lot of political capital. And she made a statement. She made a statement about taxing the rich. Okay? That's it. And I know she supports progressive taxation, so she means it. She's going to vote for it, so she means it. I mean, it's just a statement. Why wouldn't a person with so much political capital as AOC not use it in this given situation? Of course she's going to use it. Of course she should use it. It's just, people just love to complain about everything or anything when it comes to AOC. It doesn't even matter what side you're on. It really doesn't matter if you're liberal. Doesn't matter if you're a far lefty. It doesn't matter if you're a libertarian on the right. It doesn't matter. AOC is so based and so on point. It's a triggering effect all across the political spectrum. Like, she truly upsets everybody. And that's why I like her. Because she is saying the things that need to be said that no one really wants to hear. Even people on her team, even the liberals in her party don't like her, don't want to hear the truth. She's just a triggering force. And I love that. I totally love that. I'm absolutely a fan and a supporter of AOC. And I recognize who she is and what she can do. And a lot of people really don't. They really have no idea. Everyone expects her to be so many different things. And what she is a social democrat working in the establishment to make it better. I don't know how you could disagree with that, even if you're not a social democrat. That's still an objectively good thing. So, crybabies abound on all sides. I don't have time for any of it. I don't care. I'm laughing at them. They just... there's so much jealousy and envy and my God, she gets people so upset. Her mere existence gets people upset. And I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Anyways, how triggered are you? You want to leave me a misogynistic comment? Go ahead down below. You want to tell me how triggering AOC is for you? Because why not hear a bunch of more misogyny and, racist garbage, right? It's YouTube. Have at it.